let's talk about there was an announcement made last week that TSA, and for those of you who aren't in the US, that's our Transportation Services Administration?
Security
Administration. Yeah. So they're the ones at the airport. Well, they are pulling hundreds of TSA agents to man our border. So, right. The result of that is going to be longer lines, longer waits. It's already affected a lot of people who have been trying to apply for the global entry. I have a friend who couldn't get an appointment, and they said, oh, well, the next international trip you take, when you come back in, you can, do your interview. So, and then to read this article after hearing that from her was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Any quick thoughts on?
Yeah, I mean, I look at everything from the macro perspective and the objective perspective first, mostly because like I'm a detached strategist, and that's my default view. I outside of all like the political aspects of all of this, which again is difficult to extract, anything that shows our country to be less than easy to deal with in a international experience is kind of something that it makes me upset. I think that language has to be really important. I remember when this administration had a conversation about borders previously that affected travel and even meetings. The language itself was too broad, and that was something that affected travel. But yeah, I mean, I just had an enjoyable experience in Canada for a live event put on by MPI. Canada's right there, and they don't have that same kind of negativity associated with travel currently, and there's threats everywhere to this as a revenue stream. And they just showed this big travel report recently that came out that showed America's still right up there at the tippy top for a lot of meeting destinations, but that's precarious, and I'm just concerned about that more than I'm concerned about the micro. I'm going to be a little bit late. Like I have TSA pre-check, so at least for domestic flights, that's not as seemingly hit by this. Clear seems to be probably loving this. So there's options, I suppose.
Right. Yeah. So it's funny you mentioned that, because Clear, I've said, they don't have it in my home airport. It's not worth it for me, because that's 50% or whatever the percentage is of every time I leave here. That's the one I have to deal with. So
mine just came in 2 months ago, so that's what made the same
gotcha.
deal.
Well, but yeah, for sure, because what I read was that TSA will be bumping some people over from the other lines into the TSA pre, and so the TSA pre lines will be even longer potentially.
Yeah, that long in some that aspect of some airports has creeped up to be almost as long, sometimes longer than the actual line. So that system is not what it used to be as far as their projections, and they're trying to sign up as many people as they can. So honestly, I think I don't know. We have to realize just how many people come to our country and how much perception plays into this beyond the realities of some summertime slowness and getting to airport a little sooner. There's an overall impact that I really hope that they work on.
Absolutely.